First thing I'll say is it's incredible season by our guys, co-conference champions, 15-3, 15 conference wins. You know, it's a remarkable feat, and I think that I want to first congratulate our players and just Samford and our program in general for having an awesome regular season and setting so many records in the league. You know, 15 wins. If you told us for the season we get 15 conference wins and get a share of the conference championship regular season for the first time in Samford history, we'd say that's a great season. Sometimes it leaves a bad taste in your mouth when your last game of the season isn't your best game. But you know, first you got to say this: Furman deserved to win today. They played outstanding, and they shot the ball 50% from three in that game, almost 90% from the free throw line. Bothwell was phenomenal, and they played really well. And I think that there was chances in that game. I really felt if we could have got it to single digits there several times. It was a 10-point game with about 13, 14 minutes. I felt we were going to probably win the game. And every time it'd get tight, they'd rise up late in the shot clock, knock down a big three off the dribble. So that's sometimes that's the way it goes. So first, congratulations to them. We did not play our best game. We didn't shoot it as well as we can shoot it, and we played off a little too much emotion at times, I felt, you know. And that's you know, I'm glad that would happen in a game where your season is not on the line, right? You can learn from that. We can move on to the conference tournament and learn from some of the mistakes we made and have a chance to go to the NCAA tournament because of that. So that's what I would say. We had some good individual performances. Quez Glover played well. Jermaine Marshall got in foul trouble but came back in and does what he always does. He battled. Logan gave us everything that he had. Right, he set out a couple games. He has a knee issue going on, but I thought he gave us about all that he could give. So, you know, disappointed, but I don't want this game to define our season, and I dang sure know that in the conference tournament we'll learn from it and play better.
How much did the early foul troubles and falling behind early? I mean, I know y'all fought back from leads before, but how much did kind of the early part of this game sort of set a tone and set a tempo type thing?
Well, it's never good when you get foul trouble, but you know they got Bothwell in foul trouble too. So I would, you know, Bothwell got 3. I felt pretty good in that situation. I think our issue is they're a team that you really don't want to play from behind on because they're really good handling the basketball. So it forced us, you know, into trying to create more tempo to get the game going, and you know, it's tough to do that versus those guys because they're really highly skilled players. So, but I'll say this, like, this is what's crazy about basketball. Even in that game, as well as they shot it, you know, let's say when we cut that thing to 10 and they had a big block at the rim, you know, let's say we finished that and, you know, next play we make a 3, the whole game changed. We may win by 10 or 12 like we did in the Greensboro game. It's just the nature of basketball. So as far away as it felt, I think there were just key moments in that game around the 10 to 12 minute mark where we needed to probably make some plays, and we didn't. Their players just really made some championship level game-winning plays, right? I mean, we watch college basketball, NBA basketball, college football, and usually at the end of the game you look back and you think about it, and it's going to be some, right, what plays stick out to you? And they had about 8 or 9 plays just late in the clock, whether it was a 3, whether it was a block shot, whether it was, you know, whatever, and they just made it happen. For us, it just didn't go our way in that circumstance. Whether it was a layup, rim out, whether it was we miss a finish or whatnot, we just didn't have those things go our way. So.
Where are you at this year going in the tournament, do you think, compared to last year?
You know, we got to get Logan healthy. If we get Logan healthy, we're better. Obviously, we're a better team. The road to win it won't be easy. We know that, but you know, I do kind of like the part, you know, because we will not get the 1 seed. Right? So the tiebreaker, the way it's set up, will go to Furman. Even if Greensboro wins today, we'll go to Furman. So we will be locked in the 2 seed in the tournament. But I do like the not as much pressure on us kind of deal. We kind of play better in that role, you know. That's kind of how we play. And I think there's going to be a lot more pressure on a team like Furman because now, you know, they're preseason favorites to win the conference. They played really well today. And, you know, we'll come in there and play with a chip on our shoulder and play like we got nothing to lose. So that part I do like for our team.
Is there any advantage of blessing in disguise in a way that you came in on a winning streak, and now you got to lick your wounds a little bit. You got some, as you said, a lot to learn from this game. So you do go in there not feeling a little overconfident or complacent.
Yeah. Well, you know, if you have the 1 seed, you're expected to get to the finals. Kind of expected to win the tournament. You know, there is a lot of pressure to that. So, you know, and I think the biggest deal to tournament basketball is don't play not to lose. You got to play to win. And when you feel that, hey, people are going to, they may not even consider us really the favorite to get to the finals because we got to go through a tough route. And dang sure to win it. You know, I think this team plays well in that circumstance. You know, they have all season long. You know, we played Furman over there at their place, and we really kind of did some things defensively I thought really helped us over there. And I was really concerned before the game or this week because we kind of put out a lot schematically in that game, and I felt we outplayed them at their place. We should have won the game. We didn't come away with the win. And we did a lot of things with our zone and switching up, going zone to man and all that. And it really was difficult to do when they came out shooting the ball like that. You know, it's just hard to stay zone. And then their action, they have so many veteran senior players that are so smart, it's hard to guard them man for, you know, 30-plus minutes in a game. But, you know, it was just the nature of it. Over there, they didn't make as many threes. The last 2 games they played, they eked out close wins because they hadn't shot the ball well. You know, our staff was talking about that, but you kind of know what happens when you go 2 games up making threes. Usually that 3rd one, you know, you shoot it pretty well, and they did.